Welcome back to the channel, guys. I had one of my subscribers ask me to do another video of the Northface Stormbreaker 2 tent, but he wanted to see it on the bike and then actually having it set up. So this is going to be the first time that I've done, a speed through and doing an actual setup so you guys can see the bones of this tent, because in my opinion, it is the best tent that you can buy on the market. Not due to size. The Nautilus is probably a little bit better in size, just the way it's designed, but the strength of this, I have a lot more confidence of widowmakers falling off of trees and hitting my tent while I'm sleeping. I actually threw a big old log on the tent, and I'm going to show you guys that. You can see how it just bounces off. So here is the tent itself, right? Northface Stormbreaker 2. And that's what it looks like on my bike. Okay, and we're gonna start opening this guy up. All right, now, for those of you who don't know, I use a standard poncho, right, for my footprint. 9 times out of 10, this is what I'll use, because ponchos are great, and that's what they're for. Now, I have now slept in this tent for 7 months, and you can see this is the spot that it was at. I had to pull it up today because we've been getting a lot of rain, and I figured that it was just a good time to pull it up and clean things out and dry it up, just normal routine maintenance. So this is what I use for my footprint. It actually packs down extremely small. Let's see, into this guy, and it's flat. It's about that size. So you could take this anywhere. You can use this for a shelter off your tent, off your motorcycle. You could use it just in the rain. You can just use it for a tarp. You could use it for whatever, because of the way it's designed. So anyway, here we are. Let me see if I can just dump all this out. You can see what it looks like. All right, so first, we've got one set of long poles. We've got 2 sets of long poles, and then we've got 2 sets of short poles. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these guys together. Now, I had a client ask me if they were DAC rated, and I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if the camera's right on it, but that's DAC rated, and apparently that means they're the top of the line poles. I don't know, I never heard about it until a client asked me, or I keep saying client. I never knew about it until a subscriber asked me if they were, and I told him I would look and check, and I did. It actually turned out to be exactly what he was saying. So, all right, spin this guy around. Okay, one thing you got to remember is all these hooks are orange except for there's one red one. And that'll marry itself up with the tarp itself, the top part of it. Now you lay these poles acrosswise. It's just like a standard tent. Okay, then you have it like this. You want to bring this guy straight up to the top and grab the top bar, okay? This is what your standard tent would look like on a normal tent. But you can see we got these two divots here that are stopping it. So I want you to see this. Put that over there. This guy goes over top of this and then hooks on. So it gives it that extra support, that extra rigidity. See, and that's pretty damn strong. Now, here is where you find that the red one here. Of course, I didn't have this thing zipped up all the way, but that goes underneath there. And then that goes underneath there. All right, now another part that makes this a very strong tent is, where'd you go, buddy? Go. All right, so once you get it up like this, and you reach underneath, and I don't know if you can see this, but you see this hook, then goes on the outside of that guy. And then you do the same thing over here, and then you will see how much stronger this tent is by that extra support. The Velcro just gets in the way. All right. And there we are. Now it's also got spots to hold on there, but I'll never use them. Guys, I've slept through this thing through many a storms now. So I basically slept in here for 7 months. I have a nice house, but I still like to just sleep outside. It helps my back. So that's why I've got a lot of experience with this tent. And that's one of the hiccups, is it likes to get snagged. Of course, that's the most used door. Zipper right there, so it's gonna. All right. All right, so let me show you a couple styles of this. One thing you can do is lock that in there, right? And then this guy can hook here. And you can do that on both sides. I actually had it like this the other night, and it stopped the rain for the most part. You gotta make sure it comes down a little bit though. It stops the rain and it gives you privacy. Now, if you do the other side the opposite way, see, both of these guys have hooks on it, so you can hook that up. This one actually has an adjustable strap. Okay, so you can tighten it, loosen it, however you want. So here, so at first I was wondering what this guy was, and then I found out if you just want to do a quarter roll, like that, see? And then you can have this guy rolled up over on this side. And then you've got some privacy and it's still open, right? You can take this guy and you can actually attach him to your bike. You can bring it up and attach it to your bike, and then you've got a little spot to go underneath it. As you can see, you can also, there's got a spot on the back of it here. You can roll this up halfway if you wanted to, and then keep it zipped down to that point. You know what, let's go ahead and do that, because this is different. And what I've learned is the fold and roll. If you're just gonna try to roll it, it's gonna take a while to do that. Now, obviously, I'm not taking a lot of time to do this. I'm trying to speed this guy up for you. Okay. Then you take this guy off. And you zip him down to some point, right? And you hook him out here. And then you do the same with this guy. But you get the idea, right? So you still get the airflow that goes in there, but you still have the privacy because of how high that goes up on the sides. All right, so before I hop in this, I want to show you guys. This fell the other day out of the trees and it hit my tent, and then it hit with a thud. This weighs probably, I would say, 10 pounds, okay? Now watch this. Let's try that again. See if we can hit it dead on. Ready? Let's see if the camera's set up for it. And there we are. But you see that? That was a 10-pound log. All right, so let me undo this and throw them back. All right, so another fantastic thing is these doors open up all the way. There's a 3.5-inch spot here, okay? All this tape, all these seams are taped and you can see it. Okay, it's double stitched, reinforced back there. This loft has a place to hold a light on. Let me take you off my head. It has a place to hold a light. And then they have one in every corner. Okay, and then here and there. I normally put my light hanging from here. Every corner has a big pouch. See? Another big pouch. So it's lots of storage, and there's a lot of room to this. Now, if you saw my other videos, you would have seen that you can actually set up this thing by itself with just the poles. You don't need the tent to set this up. Because of the way it's designed, I guess you can't see, but because of the way that this cross is designed, you know, it's extremely strong, and you can put this in any situation that you would want, any style. It's on both sides and you can just get it done. I mean, it's a fantastic way to do it. If you are in a really nasty storm, then you could break these guys out and really hold it down. But like I said, this is about as solid as you get. It's about as solid as you get. And this door, you know, it's nice to have an actual big door to do what you need to do to crawl in and out. Not all of us are itty bitty twigs and we need space, or in the morning, those of us getting older, it's kind of hard to just climb right out of it. So now, let me do this again. So look at this. I have lived in this for 7 months, almost every single night. Literally, I probably missed maybe a dozen nights in the last 7 months. Look at this. It's got a little bit of signs of wear and tear, but for the most part, it looks like it's a brand new tent. They did a great job when they developed this, when they designed it. The R&D department. So, Northface Stormbreaker 2. I think it was 150 bucks, maybe a little bit less than that. I won't personally waste my money on the footprint. I like using the tarp because there are multiple uses I can use out of that tarp. And they've also got extra spots to pull out to get more air. I don't know if you saw that, to get more air if you need it. I normally just keep it down. But like I said, I've been in dozens of major rainstorms and I've never been hit at all with anything. So here's the hook so that you could roll this up. I mean, there's just so many ways that this tent can be set up. Why would you buy anything else? It's about the same weight as every other tent. It's about the same size. They do have the DAC poles, which are apparently the best poles in the industry. So personally, why wouldn't you get it? The color, I'm not a fan of personally, and I've spray painted many of the tents. And I said I'm not gonna do that anymore because I actually like this tent. But this tent has, in my opinion, already saved my life once with that stick that fell out of the tree and it bounced off. So in my book, this is a winner. All right. If you got any questions or concerns, just, you know, put down in the comments and I'll answer them. I try to answer every single one. If I get a notification, I answer it. All right. Anyway, I love you guys. I hope this works for you. My last video wasn't great. I don't know how this one's going to turn out, but we'll see. And I hope this helps somebody make a decision. Anyway, I love you guys. Hey, and remember, as long as you can ride, there's always hope.